Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, my friends? Welcome to the Johnny Cage season in the Crypt. This season is pretty great, and I would advise every single one of you to try a little bit harder in the Crypt because there's a lot of good options. I will start as usual with the characters. Now, there are three super great characters that are available in the Crypt this season. All of those characters are Johnny Cage's. Stunt Double Johnny Cage is super underrated character in my opinion, one of the very best goats in the game. Unfortunately, he has super low stats, which makes him very squishy, and the damage output isn't great. But if you put that aside, he is an exceptionally good fighter and his passive is very, very awesome. So I would advise you to consider getting a copy of Stunt Double Johnny if you don't have him maxed out, because he can be very helpful in a lot of difficult fights. Combat Cup Johnny Cage is a no-brainer. If he is one of your main fighters, go ahead and buy a copy. He is exceptionally good and he is available for Ascension, which means that you can further boost his stats and make him a complete monster. Combat Cup Johnny, in my opinion, probably top 5, if not top 3 best gold characters in the game. He can more or less beat any fight in any tower. This is how great he is. When it comes to Strikeforce Johnny, another exceptionally good S tier diamond. However, the catch here is that Strikeforce Johnny isn't amazing at low fusion, which is sad because he doesn't have any dots or anything like this. Now, granted, if he corners somebody, he can kill him, but it will take you literally hours if he's low fusion to do that. So the thing here goes like this: if you already have Strikeforce Johnny at some decent fusion, fusion 2, fusion 3, fusion 4, then you should shortlist by this guy because he's exceptionally strong. However, if you don't have him at all or he's fusion 0 or something, you should just consider getting a copy of him. Once again, reason being is simple: Strikeforce Johnny isn't exceptional at Fusion 0, so if you don't get him now, it's not going to be a big deal. If I have to summarize the section for the characters, you should consider Stunt Double Johnny, you should go ahead and buy Combat Cup Johnny, and you should consider getting Strikeforce Johnny depending on your collection. You should ignore Strikeforce Cassie and Circle Shadow Jax, especially Circle Shadow Jax, he's complete trash, and you should avoid getting Heavy Weapons Jax. I consider Heavy Weapons Jax to be a very good gold character, but he's simply not that good compared to the other golds that you're currently seeing. When it comes to the equipment, it is simple. Every single one of you should go ahead and buy the body armor. Very useful piece of gear on Cassie. You should go ahead and buy the Weekend Dad. This piece is super good, even at Fusion 0, more or less for any character. And you should just consider getting the Misfortune Teller, or let's say you should shortlist the Misfortune Tower. A reason being, again, is simple. It is an epic, however, it is a very situational type of epic. Look at this. Increases chance to apply curse debuff to the whole opponent team on special attack 1. I mean, in a majority of cases, you don't need a curse to be applied on the whole opponent team. You just need it applied to the current enemy, right? And then increase critical hit chance boost against enemies affected by curse. So it is a decent piece of equipment. So in a way, if you spam special 1 all the time, this will make sure that you're doing a lot of damage, in the sense that your special 1 is going to apply curse, and then you're going to have increased critical hit chance against enemies affected by curse. So if you're spamming special 1, it's going to be super useful to you, and this is the reason why I'm advising you to shortlist this piece. It is exceptionally useful, but in specific niche situations. Generally speaking, I would prefer the Weekend Dad over the Misfortune Tower, but the Misfortune Tower is also a very good piece of gear. I wouldn't rank it in top 3 best pieces ever, but still, it is a very good piece, especially for accessory. So if I have to summarize the Crypt store, guys, when it comes to the equipment, you should go ahead and buy the Weekend Dad and the body armor. They're cheap and available more or less for any character can use them, and it's going to be perfectly fine. You should shortlist the Misfortune Tower. It is a very good piece of equipment, but situational. Basically, if you're using a lot of special 1 spammers, you should even go ahead and buy this piece. And when it comes to the characters, you should go ahead and buy Combat Cup Johnny, and you should consider getting Stunt Double Johnny and Strikeforce Johnny, depending on your collection and what you currently have. Alright guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. Again, I'm sorry that I don't upload that often. I'm extremely busy, and when I say I'm extremely busy, I mean it. I hope this is going to change in the next couple of weeks, but who knows. And guys, see you next time. Take care.